Hi everyone, welcome back to Real Owner Reviews. I'm your host Leon. Today I'm going to be discussing my Endgame Ultimate Immersive set with Arc from Sonos. Now this is a home theater setup that I have in my bedroom that I've been working on since about Black Friday of last year. I originally started with the Sonos Arc and a subwoofer, a Sub Gen 3, and then I went and added the Sonos One SLs as surrounds and used that setup for several months up until the Era 300s came out. At that moment I picked those up and replaced my Sonos One SLs with the Era 300s, and I've been running that system very happily, I might add, ever since. The added Atmos channels on the Era 300s really increases that immersion for a Dolby Atmos setup and taking in a lot of Dolby Atmos content, whether it be from physical media or streaming. And for the longest time I've been considering picking up a second Sonos Sub Gen 3 just to kind of see what it would do. Now my bedroom is 12 feet by 13 feet and has about 8-foot ceilings, so it's a small enough space for the Sonos Arc and the Era 300s to be immersive for an Atmos setup, and but I also feel it's large enough that two subwoofers wouldn't be overbearing, and so far so good. I'm really happy with this setup right now. If you guys watch Peter P and what he has to say about the Sonos setup, I go back and forth on his channel and play around with a lot of the suggested settings. I played with this setup here using TruePlay from the Sonos app and turning it on and off and just seeing how that works out. And I've found that turning TruePlay off, setting the surround Era 300s distance as further away than 10 feet, even though they're about 2 feet, less than 2 feet from my listening position, has worked out best. Beyond that, I've increased the treble in the equalizer in the Sonos app to, by adding +5. On the height channels I've added +10. Very similar settings to what Peter P recommends. The only thing is I did not decrease the bass in the equalizer. I actually left it at 0 and increased my subwoofer output +3, and this is with adding the second Sonos Sub Gen 3. Beyond that, I also turned loudness on. And in this bedroom, when I put on a movie and I really want to get into it, I'm able to listen to it comfortably at a max volume of about 65 to 70 out of 100. And yeah, it is insane, the experience that this system puts out. So I'm really happy with it. It's not overbearing, at least not for me and my hearing and my space, and it is a setup that I really recommend. It is very pricey, it is expensive, but it still comes in less than the Nakamichi Dragon, which is $3,500, and you have to get on a waiting list to pick up. Something else with the Nakamichi Dragon is if you have any issues with it, you're dealing pretty much directly with them, and I've never had to do any sort of warranty claims through Nakamichi before, so I don't know what experience that's like. That being said, all my Sonos products I picked up locally at Best Buy, and any issues I've ever had before with Best Buy or with a product that I've purchased at Best Buy, they're real easy to deal with. Beyond that as well, Best Buy offers open box products, so keep an eye out for whenever Sonos products are on sale and seeing if anyone purchased one and returned it because they weren't happy with it while it's still on sale, because you'll be able to save that much money or much more money. In this situation, again, recently I picked up a second subwoofer, but also ended up picking up a Sonos Beam 2 that someone had returned. That product is also on sale, so I was able to get it for $300 plus tax for being an open box item from Best Buy, and actually paired my Sonos One SLs to my Sonos Beam that I picked up, and I set that up at my girlfriend's house, replacing a really inexpensive TCL Alto 8 Plus soundbar setup that I had put in her bedroom. So she's, you know, super happy with it. I'm super happy whenever I'm over there because I still get to enjoy the Sonos products and a really great setup. That being said, back to my bedroom and my setup. Again, I'm really happy with it. The only thing, again, that's still lacking is full DTS:X support. The most you're able to get from Dolby or DTS audio is 5.1 or 7.1 PCM, depending on what the media is that's being played or the content that's being played and what is being played from. I have a Sony 4K UHD Blu-ray player, the 700X hyphen or dash M, something along those lines, connected to my OLED LG OLED 55-inch C2. And again, usually whenever I'm playing any movies that don't have a Dolby Atmos track, it'll usually show up as a multi-channel PCM 5.1 or 7.1. That being said, it still sounds amazing. It's still very immersive, and it is truly an Endgame product. So yeah, do I recommend it? Obviously. Besides for a master size bedroom, I also would definitely recommend it for a main living room as well, if you're able to have such a setup in place. If you live in an apartment building with thin walls, I don't recommend it. If you have roommates that would be a bit annoyed with hearing so much bass going through the walls, also would not recommend it. That being said, if you're blessed enough to be in a situation like myself where you don't have to worry about either of those scenarios or any other scenario besides just, you know, putting the volume up, maxing it out to however your heart desires and not having anyone else complain, then I highly recommend it. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about this setup for now. As I play around with it some more, you know, more updates come out from Sonos, I'll be messing around with it some more, and eventually I do plan on picking up some stands for my Sonos Era 300s, because right now I kind of have them kind of ghetto set up on some shelving type units that I have here. But anyways, again, Leon from Real Owner Reviews. If you like the content, hit like. If you don't like it, hit dislike. Either way, leave a comment down below, and if you'd like this or would like to see more of my content coming up, please subscribe and share. So yeah, until the next one, take care. Bye.